Alright guys, so this is a demo review from an Upward match, from a scrim actually. I'm not actually the starter on the team for Nations Cup. That is Spamfest, he rocks it. But I did fill in ring for an Upward scrim. And I haven't done a demo review in a while, so I thought I'd do, if I can't get a match, I can at least do a scrim for you guys. So this is an Upward demo review with the USA team against the Finnish team here on Upward. So we're going to play that out. So, the thing that came out today is, so the thing that just came out today was or the other day, Gabriel actually sent me the first message on it, was the Jag, the Jag Eureka, or Eureka Jag effect. I don't know what we're calling it here, the rollout. And so, I'm going to try to do it. I actually don't have a key bound to reload, so I actually have to constantly rebind one. And so there, actually that pause there was because I had to rebind my key. I know, I'm already doing it wrong, it's okay. You'll see how wrong I do this. You'll see how bad. Because I just kind of saw it. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even believe that just happened. That is some shit right there. Yep, that happened. So, by the way, in case you're wondering, how I'm doing that. Yeah, not very. But either way, the thing with that is that, I mean, honestly, I kind of think it shows, like, how having a good setup does definitely help your first point, but even if you're a little bit slow because suicide waves come off, nobody's aggressively pushing you, having, like, this stuff, I mean, really, I think it's more of your side buildings. The sentry gun not being built up right away is not that big of a deal, generally. But not having these buildings built up, I want to make sure I get my dispenser up because that's a really great way. When Nurses is not healing, it allows people not only to get ammo, but more importantly, get heals. As actually the direct hit comes in here very early on, and 2 nice shots off. And I mean, that's a direct hit. And so I decide instead, so if he's going to run the direct hit, I'm going to actually build my gun in a more passive position because, again, the gun is never going to cover as much of the hill as you want it to. I'd rather have my gun level 3 cover this left-hand side. And again, I'm also trying level 3s. I don't usually do level 3s here. As I call the sniper dot for Yosh there. Heal up my dispenser, and then let my gun do the rest of the work here as he gets nice little 2 frags. Get the gun back up. As we're going to heal that up, and then get my gun back up. And just do my best to get that up there. Probably should upgrade my teleporter, because getting it teleporter from 1 to 2 is actually pretty important. Like, as much as a level 3 gun is important, I would say probably a level 3 gun. And the rescue ranger, like, a lot of times I shoot it, like, just preemptively, as the spy tries to stare stab me. And healing the gun up with the rescue ranger to save on metal. And then I type into chat. You can't see it here, really. That's why I type into chat. Really? Like, you're gonna try to fucking stare stab me? I guess so. So, again, just a lot of my times I'm shooting the rescue ranger in, you know, kind of reflexively, just trying to in case of it. I'm trying to take a more safe angle here so I can grab the gun on my way out. You know, the spy is down right now, might be behind me, so I have to be a little bit careful. I'm peeking the sniper sideline there, so it's kind of risky. I can't tell if my team wants to stay or go. So that right there, those couple of crosses are actually incredibly risky. As I was running back here to build up a dispenser to come back. So I was going to build a dispenser and then run back and grab my gun. But alas, my gun does go down there. And so getting my dispenser up here probably could take a little bit of a safer position against spies versus just staying still. The call is made that we're going to make an aggressive hold. I'm not really sure where people like to put aggressive sentry guns. It's been kind of in a couple different places. But this will at least hold against stock. So my exit goes down. I probably should have just destroyed my entrance to keep that secret exit up. I pull up the Wrangler to stop that long-range spam, like a direct hit or something like that, and just try to get some damage out. I have my back as far as it can go back, and going back and forth to try to, again, make it hard for a spy to backstab me, if virtually impossible. So, guns getting spammed down, and here you go, is like, you know, against that direct hit, the direct hit doesn't do nearly as much damage. The damage saving is still there, so I'm doing a little bit of this to keep my Wrangler up, because, again, the only way they're going to hit my gun down is from long range with single shots. It's going to be very hard to do drastic damage here. So I'm just trying to keep my Wrangler up to keep my gun alive more than anything else here. Trying to save it and then decide to rescue ranger it away because I thought it was going to go down and get it into a little bit more of a passive position. Nice little save there by Nursey to keep me alive, but not enough here, as I said, decided to kind of go for kind of just a different angle here. Actually, for a second there, I thought that was the enemy medic, and then I realized it wasn't. Heavy's here. Decide this is probably not a good place to contest, but the heavy does go down. And actually, the medic was called. I remember this. Edney did like 100 and plus damage to the medic, like 130, I think he called. And so then I was like, oh, well, I should try to get a Rescue Ranger bolt on that medic. As I decided to go for the more passive play and help out that here, using the Rescue Ranger's range to take down the mini sentry gun. To help, because that helps your scout, your pyros be able to clear this. The scout tries to get in here, call the damage as he craters. So now I'm going to get this dispenser up. Again, now I'm going to stand on it, make it a little bit harder for spies to backstab me. I think the dispenser is much more important than the sentry gun in this circumstance. So, let's see here. So, yeah, now it's got the gun up, peeking the sniper sight line. A little bit risky here. Our medic does go down, so Nursey's down. Trying to get healed up, get my ammo, probably go for a gun in a second. What do I want to do here? I should be going for the gun here. Trying to keep that up, trying to keep my dispenser alive. I should, now the big thing, I grabbed the sandwich on the ground. That's a nice toss by Bobby there. I'm going to try to keep my back against this wall. Call this to Jarrett, doesn't hear it in time. But right now I'm trying to keep my back against the wall for Spy. Spy's no longer alive, but it's also just kind of good in general in like a decent position. Again, trying to keep just my stuff alive. This dispenser is incredibly, incredibly vital to this hold because it allows, again, that healing and ammo also for Bobby. So we actually get pushed out here. I try to heal up my gun. It's getting hit pretty hard by the Devilman here, so I'm going to pull it back. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, where the fuck do I don't have any idea of where to put this gun, so I kind of just put it, honestly, in the first location that I can find. As me and Bobby are now kind of behind the enemy team. And just have the secret gun, but look at this right here. Gets a kill on the scout. And honestly, right here is like, defending the cart is a really good thing to do because defending the cart doesn't allow their team to be able to get forward ground. So I decided to move the gun into a more cheeky spot. And also, when you're doing aggressive sentry holds, being able to rotate your gun consistently is important because it keeps the team guessing. Like, you're already in an aggressive spot. That scout thinks that gun's way far back. Now he comes into the tunnel, boom, instantly gets killed because he thinks he knows where the gun is. So again, I'm going to try to change the location again here. I think after, yep, so it's going to get shot at a lot. Teleport it. This engineer, I think, comes around the corner, and he's going to kill that. But I do get a nice kill, kind of little combo kill on him. Going to go for this med pack and try to get another sentry gun up. But the scout's already respawned with that quick respawn, and is going to get a kill on me. So, you know, but that kind of right there is like understanding the game situation, understanding what you want to do. Is really important, and understanding that circumstance, just keeping the gun on the cart, because who is the people that go on the cart? That's the flank classes who go on the cart, and the sentry gun is incredibly great against the scout and engineer, and this not as well against the soldier, but the soldier wasn't pushing the cart, he wasn't going into there, so it really stopped that push, and so really having that sentry gun in there helped our team be able to regroup here, and we're going to hold on here. So again, get the dispenser down first, because again, I think the dispenser is probably one of the most important things here. Engine's on cart, so I'm going to hold off a second. I'm going to help take down that sentry gun, so our pyro can get down into the tunnel. And then rebuild the gun in this safe spot. This is kind of a, I like this spot because it kind of just, it pressures people out from that lower area, help me get my dispenser finally up here. And now I'm just going to, again, kind of hold this position. And not really worry about upgrading my stuff right now, just kind of getting stuff. Grab the ammo. Nice snipe by Yoster, taking down the Devilman. Gonna take a little bit more of an aggressive peek. I just have a habit of doing that. Against, like, really great snipers, I get punished for that. And aside, like, hey, you know what would be crazy here? Like, you know, again, it's like it's a scrim. A scrim is about experimenting, about doing different things to see how they work out. It's like, what if I had a teleporter there? Would that work out? Because your team could instantly spawn on the opposite side of where they're pushing and have an angle on them instantly. I don't know. As long as they don't back off right away, right? Which they shouldn't. Try to keep my dispenser up there. Goes down. Again, keeping this position, trying to keep my back for spies as best I can here. Though my back is very, very exposed. This is, you know, and again, like, I tend to change the way I play for spies and stuff like that based on this different stuff. The gun goes down. Try to build it up here really quickly. I try to get sneaky gun spot in. Not quick enough. Now I'm just running for my life. Running. Almost get away. Take a little bit of a bad angle. If I took a little bit better angle, I might have been able to get away with that. As I died for the first time, but actually am doing pretty well here. I think I had a decent amount of kills at this point, as our team is stuck in spawn. So here we go in, just kind of doing this. But overall, I thought the hold was really well. But again, I think that kind of was set up because of bobbing me, stopping that cart from being pushed forward, not allowing the combo to take too much ground. So I stop here, let my big classes. I probably shouldn't even peeked first, but the call was made for that. Get a gun up? I forget what the call was. I think they were pushing, so I was like, oh, I don't want to get a gun up when they're pushing. So I decided to build a passive gun that's not really going to cover anything, just to get the gun up, to move it up in the future, move around for the spy, move the gun up since we have retaken ground. The demo man is dead. So put it a little bit more aggressive, and then I decide not to because I'm not going to be able to get it up. So hold a little bit more aggressive sentry gun. I think that's important. This is where I like my dispenser. It lets people be able to hold forward ground, get those heals up forward, which I think is pretty good. You can also put in the doorway right behind there because it can block spies, but overall I think it's pretty good and actually kills the double man right there who's trying to peek the corner. So again, going to build a dispenser on these maps I think are very, very important because again it allows healing for people outside your medic. Pyro actually runs in here, be able to keep my gun up. Again, just that situational awareness, seeing your gun up, being it with your risk and ranger bolts. Pretty easy stuff. So, Spencer coming up here, watching my gun, making sure, just because I'm like, that's the thing with your gun is like, you'll see me a lot of times I'll passively be aiming at my sentry gun just because I'm waiting for a hit to take, because you don't keep the Wrangler up. When you don't have your Wrangler up, you need to be able to heal your gun right away. Like that direct hit situation. If that direct hit situation happened when I'm looking at my gun, I should be able to save my gun before that second direct hit comes in. So get the ammo pack. My dispenser's up to level 3 here, and waiting for that last hit. There we go. Gonna finally build this up all the way. Stay on top of my gun. Again, just helps like a little bit to go against the spies. And I'm gonna just kind of hold this. I'm gonna just let my gun. It's so forward. I don't need to wrangle my gun to do damage. It's gonna do damage by itself. As I think that's a spy right there. They jumped out there. You can see me like get ready. I'm gonna get my Wrangler out. Decide to move positions. I don't know if I really need to. I probably should just hold in here. There's no real reason for me to move out here. So again, like just kind of like holding passively, let my team hit it once. Again, getting that ammo. Maybe taking some forward ground here. I'm trying to figure out if I want to take a forward hold. I tell my team I'm gonna get this a little bit forward. I probably actually should have gotten more forward. I think this was actually too passive for the situation. But because I just thought that we're in a really good circumstance at this time, that again having the forward gun would be useful. And the reason is that I think I can, if you're good, you can teleport your gun away. So it takes damage, heal it up. I'm, playing it safe. I probably could have kept it up there for at least a couple more shots, but, it just, again, throwing them off, giving the variance, changing it up is good, as long as you can do it safely, as long as you can keep your gun alive here. So, gun's back up here. And I think around this point, Katsy said, like somebody asked where the spy was, and Katsy was like, I haven't seen the spy in a while. The spy's on Cloak and Dagger, I think. We'll see, so, because you'll know exactly when I hear that call, because I see the spy right there. Yeah, so, Katsy made a call that she didn't know where the spy was, and so then, if the spy's not, if you haven't seen the spy in a long time, usually that means the spy is going to make a play for your gun. So I just shoot where I think a spy would be, hiding in that corner. I fortunately get that. Don't see this, try to run in, try to get the melee, because again, he's on our medic. Medic's more important than my life, generally. But he did get Nursey down, but we do keep the level 3 up here. But again, like right there, that play was just that game sense. It actually came from comms. Because just like the comm came from Katsy, that I should check for a spy, basically. So here we go, and they're pushing pretty aggressively. I honestly should back out with the gun here. I think I'm playing a little bit cocky. I did get the demo man there. Yeah, I'm playing way, way too cocky in that circumstance. Like I should be taking a more passive position, probably against the back wall. So back up, keep myself alive, get the dispenser down to block because that's the way we do this, and then get my gun up here. So I kind of like both positions for a gun, but gonna get this gun up in the window. I said I kind of like it up. Call the soldier, letting my team know where he is. Try to get some help. So I preemptively shoot towards the med pack because the soldier, he was on fire. He's probably hurt. He's gonna run for the med pack. Might be able to catch him before he grabs it, but he died behind that. So healing this up, and really like this final kind of really depends on how their spy does and how well their team is coordinated and how their spy plays it. Their spy ended up like never going for my dispenser, so that always kind of gave me like a big sense of security because if my dispenser's up, I can really have to worry a shit ton less about it. So I just built a teleporter up here, and I had some thought process about what that was going to be, but Basically, I was going to hold on the opposite side above the stairwell, above my dispenser, and have an entrance and then like teleport over, but I never ended up doing that. It was kind of a weird idea. I forget why exactly I came down there, but now I'm going to come over here, and sometimes I'll do this. I thought that was a spy, is where I'll run here, especially during safe moments, and I'll just double check here. So what I did right there is I'm just double checking that a spy can't get through my dispenser. So I'm going to run back up here. They're coming through main, so I'm going to pull my Wrangler because if they're going to just shoot my gun, I'd rather them shoot a wrangled gun from a far range because, again, the damage they're going to do to my gun is not very much. I see the sniper going to play it a little bit safer, maybe? Nope, I'm going to run across the sight line here. But keep it up. Let my Wrangler go down so I can get the more aggressive heals. But again, it's interesting because, like, you know, I kind of want to do that. Decide to move my gun to a more aggressive spot here to cover the car a little better, and then go grab some ammo for that. But yeah, again, so it's like I know the Uber's coming in, so pull out my Wrangler for the Uber because they're at long range, and my Wrangler is going to soak that damage. Which is really funny because a lot of people are talking about how the Wrangler is like not useful anymore, and I'm like, that's bullshit. So here we go in, gun's doing some damage. I'm just staring directly at it. Spy can't kill me except for shooting me right now. My back's against the wall. I'm just watching the beautiful Yoshi in the corner. I think the call is made that they're underneath. So this is actually, that's how you get rid of the gun, is by pushing from underneath. So I'm kind of waiting for them to push, waiting for them to do something. Delman actually gets pushed into lower. Actually, direct hit comes in. I'm actually able to hit my sentry gun before the second direct hit. So it jumps up here. I don't know if that was a great grab there. In hindsight, might have a little bit not too good, as I actually get a couple of Wrangler bolts in there too soon. And then see the sniper up there trying to contest him, call out the damage, trying to get the damage. I should heal my gun right now. I should be healing my gun. I think I got so focused, like I'm yelling that we need to stop this heavy on cart, that I didn't heal my gun. Because, yeah, I guess it kind of wouldn't have mattered if I healed my gun or not, because that heavy did need to go down in order for us to stop it. Maybe I should have, like, rocket jumped onto the cart. But, I mean, that's kind of nature of, upward. It's like if that's nature of, like, wrangling your gun, is you no longer get that auto damage, that easy damage out. So, 15-minute time. I think my kills, I was like, I don't know, like 15-3 or something like that at half. It was overall a pretty good first half of a game. This is a scrim. Yeah, this is just a scrim because I'm not playing on any team right now. So to get a demo review in this season, we did it on a scrim.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Well, AI, I'm glad this is the first time you've seen competitive. Yeah, it's pretty cool like that. So I can't really get my view models on. Looks like I turned them off for this. So kind of opening up in upward is sigafoo. I saw you on the USA Nations team. Are you playing for them or no? My understanding is Spamfest is going to be the main, and then I'm just going to be backup. Great casting on XTV. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for that. It's awesome. Will you have this on YouTube before our upward match tomorrow? I will try, Mario. So coming out here, just turn around in circles, watching for spies as best I can, because spies like to stab you. So one of the things I like to do early on is just get an entrance down, just because it's useful for later. Move the cart up here. Trying to see what my team wants to do. So mini sentries now, you can't build them so aggressively, so I build it passively to be moved up. My team wants to push on that right-hand side. So I'm going to get on the cart and then move it up here. Delman's close, so again, backing it out. And so Delman's really overexposed here. My life is not very valuable because my respawn time is incredibly fast. And also, I'm a fucking engineer on offense. Like, my life does not matter that much. So Heavy, again, very close. Important pick class. I thought Bobby was going to hold in this fight with me. He didn't. I think he backed off. So the Heavy went down to 64 HP. Looks like Bobby died in that, I guess, maybe. But that was basically, again, like my life. I'm going to respawn in 5 seconds. The cart's in a good spot. We're not going to push anytime soon. And picking off the Heavy would have been a really good, even just trading with the Heavy, which is what would have happened at best. As Nursey giving out the heals. As we're going to re-push up here on left-hand side. I'm going to get a dispenser up here to support my team just a little bit. I probably should be touching the cart here as it's rolling back. I don't remember Instagram looking at that. Trying to get a little bit cute here. Spy D cloaks behind me and gets a stab. And so I'm going to remember that. Every time I spy, like, decloaks from a spot, you just got to remember that. I called that out to our Pyro. Katsi does get up there, but gets body shot, but then gets traded for their sniper. So their sniper going down in that circumstance, very good. So now that's going to lead a push. Yosh also takes down their Delman. but Jarek does go down to a backstep. So we're going to push up here. So I'm going to get Mini up here. We're going to try to hit it, get built a little bit faster. Now this is a really good spot. The sentry gun went down. So now let's see this engineer. So I'm actually going to stop this right here, right? Okay, so I'm going to pause this because this is a very important thing that just happened. My team's pushing in. The sentry gun just went down, right? So the two most important things that you need to do on a push is taking down the sentry gun and taking down the medic. Usually either one doesn't really necessarily matter the order, but sentry gun is also important, especially when it's level 3. So the engineer running away back there, basically it's really important that you do not shoot him in that circumstance, because the medic, this is what I'm looking at right now, this is where the medic's going to try to leave through. So if I shot that engineer, that medic would have known and his team would have turned around, and they might have been sandwiched, but this way I have that element of surprise here because I didn't shoot the engineer, didn't inform the team, and so he's going to back up, or I think he can back up safely in here. So let's go back. So in on the medic. The heavy gets picked off here in a good spot. 2 shots to the medic after the Uber's up, of course. And that's basically it. But it's like just putting yourself in that good circumstance, understanding when to get aggressive, taking down the medic, and that's going to allow us to get a good pick there and push through. So, I mean, it's kind of like, it is like, once you kind of get at it, it's like kind of basic, checking for that spy just on the off chance. Get my teleporter up, and now the most important thing is pushing the cart. I probably should have put that a little bit further back so it covers that Hamridge area. But either way, it does help catch out the scout there. So here we come in. Coming around the corner, Pyro's a little bit over-aggressive. Actually, a lot of their team is dead right now. And so we're going to push through, just checking my back for... I call it the sniper's location. I see him right here. We're going to chase that down because the sniper pick in Highlander is incredibly important. Gonna get my teleporter up here. Should destroy my entrance as well. I think about getting dispenser just for the sake of dispenser, but I decided to move the card up here since I'm probably gonna rebuild my dispenser. This is a spot I like my dispenser because actually it probably should be a little bit more forward just because it allows my team to kind of like get heals, get a sentry spot up there. I like that sentry spot because it challenges anybody who comes on that little overhang part right there. Deadman's a little bit close. Just trying to do some damage and push him away. Now I can heal minis. How amazing is that? That's like so crazy. So here you come in, get this cart up. So really the thing that's important on this point right now is getting this cart over this. I'm trying to just pressure that down and get damage out on him so he backs up. Fortunately, Ketsu does not take that. We're able to get that cart out. But again, like me running at that Delman, you know, there's a chance that he backed up just because I was plus 40 him. Even though it's not a lot of damage I'm doing, it might be just enough to have him not hold completely forward. Bobby decides that he wants to go shithouse. I figure, hey, why not? Let me go with him here. So he's kind of doing some damage. I'm like, okay, I'll wait for him to kind of do something. I'll run out with him. But he gets stabbed. Try to take out the spy here. Get a couple nice shots on, but not enough to fully take him down. I probably, honestly, should have just ran through shithouse. That's what that's called, by the way. I should have just ran through there because that would have made the most sense. We captured the point, stay in, get the forward spawn, get the entrance up, get heals up, and then destroy the entrance or exit. There, destroy the exit. Sigafoo, destroy the exit. It goes backwards. Oh my goodness! Please tell me that did not build fully with the exit going backwards. I'm gonna be so sad at myself if that happened. Oh my god. Oh me. Wait, the spy destroyed that? What? Did I put down it? What? That spy was at her spawn? Am I crazy? I didn't put down an exit, right? Well, either way here, so we do our little jump, get air exit up here. Excuse me. And now we're just gonna try to get a lesson on the house. Medic's caught in down here. Help Nursey get the kill, clean that up. I don't think I even did that on purpose. I was just running down here. And here's like actually like the fucking save of the game, right? Get popped up in the air, sentry gun pushes me back, get a mini sentry up here. Really, really good spot for mini sentry. Gonna grab this health pack and then just jump onto cart. And now so you're just pushing cart. Just push the cart. As much as you want to cover spawn. And then get the point. And just a nice clean round there. Really good offense overall. That's actually like one of my favorite jump ups there because like I get popped up in the air and then I just kind of like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die now, and then I just kind of like slowly fall back into like the balcony area, and I'm like, all right, that works. So I think that was like 3 medic picks that half or 2 medic picks either way, it's very exciting. Just a really overall like a pretty good game by me. I think a couple different things I would do differently, but overall I felt like I synergized with the team really well, which is always really, I mean, that's my favorite thing, is like when I can play with a team and I feel like I'm playing with them well. I think that's like a really important thing here. So we're gonna go into the second half, or second round that we play with these guys, and we will continue. So we're gonna start on offense this time. I could not open the file for reading. Are you? Let me try this. What? Did it not save? Oh my goodness. What the hell? 0726. What? Oh, you know what? Let me check something here real quick, guys. Actually, bear with me. I'm gonna change the name of it because I know sometimes that will cause an issue here. Hang tight. I'm gonna just adjust this real quick. I swear that naming conventions do matter sometimes. I think those dots, yeah, it's the dot, because it thinks it's a dot. There we go. All right, so let's try this again. So we'll do play demo 2015 07, because they put a dot in the name. And there we go. That should play. Because it thinks it's not a demo file. It thinks it was like an IF file. All right.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
So, and also, we are playing a European server. Pretty much everybody is above 100 ping. I mean, everybody is above 100 ping. It kind of varies from. I was at about 130. So yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's pretty good, But so here we are. What are you doing here? Just chilling like a villain. Thank you so much for all you guys hanging out with me here tonight on this lovely Sunday night. Have you ever joined a server where you're gonna give us only to put sentries next to your teammates? No, I have not. Clearly, I have missed out in life. So just getting up here, not really much you can really do in pregame as an engineer. I guess you can stare out at stuff. So I think this round, so the one thing that's really important again is we're going to remember what happened last round. So last round we got stabbed by that spy in that stairwell. So we're going to make sure, because spies tend to like do the same thing over and over again. Like, I mean, like that's just like a lot of spies operate that way. Well, they'll just kind of do the same thing. So it's like learning spies' tendencies and then using that against them. So again, getting that teleporter up, at least for their hiding spots, I should say here. As just checking for spies, gonna get our dispenser up here early. And then I decided to get aggressive here, but with the help of Catsy, take this down. Get hurt pretty decently here. Should get a sentry gun up. Finally do. Not the greatest spot, but I think I just wanted to get one up more than anything. And then I decided, like, okay, I'm just going to go back to spawn, get healed up, rather than keep pushing this cart with like 50 HP, and then I get hit by a random cow mangler. So not the best, but, you know, it's just the way that it kind of works out there. So, so here we come back out here, pushing the cart, get the dispenser up. Now again, so there's a spy coming in from that same angle. Fortunately, was not able to connect with Bobby. He's going to come back up here, going to able to grab that. So again, this mini sentry spot is really, really good. And you know you can heal minis now. True story. I fucking like loved, like I held that way too long. I should have backed up. I mean, losing my life there was like, you know, plus or like not the greatest. But honestly, I was just so amused at the fact that I was tanking a mini sentry gun. Like the fact that I can say that I'm taking a mini sentry gun, that I couldn't stop doing it. So here we come in. Again, gonna get this mini sentry spot up. It's very useful. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again because it worked last time. This engineer, don't shoot him. Wait for my good shot here. Get a nice shot into the medic. Gets another nice shot. 120. Trying to land my final shot, running into the medic, and then connects on the melee there. Tries to dance away. Fortunately, Edney timed his jump very, very well there, because if that was just me and the Pyro probably would have defended that. So with the help of Edney there, able to secure another medic pick. But again, like just using that flanks, you know, like a lot of people don't expect an aggressive engineer in these different circumstances. So gonna get the teleporter up here. There's times 3 on the cart, so since there's times 3 on the cart, I decide that I might as well just push my team because there's no point in me going down with the cart if you already got that many people on there. And I didn't hear, I'm hearing that now, but the spy went on the medic there. I think it was called like the medic was close, so I just decided to run in here. I kind of just like suicided in there. I think there was like some call about the medic, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna go die now. And then I ended up actually taking down the Devil Man, which I also pushed them back slightly, which is helped them out, as Jacob tells me I'm a greedy engineer. I am. I tried to do a forward spawn there, but it didn't work out too well. So I'm not sure what the fuck happened there. There was some lag issues, like whenever you would change your loadout, it would kind of like fuck up. But here we go in. So get my teleporter down, coming through the other side. Delman's close here. I'm just going to try to get a sentry gun up, and then the medic's in a good spot for me to make a play on him. So here he is again. Almost connects to the third shot, did 100 or 71 damage there, so just a meat shot would have been able to enough to kill him there. So I don't, again, but I'm like already back up. The thing I should have done though in that circumstance is I definitely should have got a teleporter exit up. Because it's like I kind of just ran up, died, and now I kind of didn't have anything again. So I make sure to get a teleport exit up this time. I should get some building forces. It's like that's just if you have your buildings up, you can kind of do a little bit more. So getting this up against the downward ramp there. So getting this up, very, very important. With the help of our scout, we do get that over that ridge. So because when it can fall backwards, it's really, really important. That's what a lot of teams don't get on upward, is to get that. You need to get that over those edges, because it allows your team to push the cart while the Uber's happening here. So here we come in. Get our teleport entrance all the way up, because why not? We're already it only takes an extra couple seconds, and then we're gonna take it. Let our spy take it first. If I knew the spy was coming out, I would have waited to take the last hit a second later. But either way, we're pushing up here. So I decided to try to get aggressive around the corner here, because my team, I think there's again the calling, but run into a heavy here, missed 2 shots. Honestly, I was just more surprised that he was there. Like, if I knew he was there, I would have been much more comfortable, but I just kind of oh, heavy. I don't know, it just threw me off. But again, I died, respawned, already back at the front lines within, 6-7 seconds. So, worst statistic? No, I think it was, a good opportunity to take. We did end up capturing the cart. Since we're going to take forward here, so now I'm going to get my teleport entrance up. So here we go in. Gonna get our should get our something up here. So get a dispenser up. Gonna have to push the cart. Should get an exit up here. I guess decided to go for a sentry gun. That's not the worst thing, that forward sentry gun in the circumstance. Trying to move this cart up here, but we're gonna struggle a little bit here. So I have enough metal. I decided to go for a little bit more aggressive teleporter, just to 5 feet more forward. It will block that small ammo pack, see these, shoot them down, and be like, all right, well that must mean they're close. So see the combo, see the heavy and medic there. Demo's man here is close. Decide just to run away, and then end up getting punished for that. I thought I grabbed the med pack. I really did, because I didn't want to run backwards, because running backwards would have put me in the range of the Delman stickies. But again, dying here, not the worst thing in the world. Respawn in a few seconds also gives me a chance to get my teleport upgraded here. Because it's kind of sometimes you just wait for the combo to be distracted. Spy sees it. So again, that kind of is the downside to having that teleporter a little bit more forward, is that a spy will grab it as you're kind of running through. Because that's a very high, you got to also think about where you put your buildings, or where are high traffic areas for spies. And spies are going to be running through there a lot, because they're going to try to get through the main lines. So I should get an exit up here this life. I decided to get a really forward one. I think this is where I thought we were on our final push. And sometimes I'll take an incredibly aggressive forward sentry. So I saw the medic here. Again, nice sticky by the Devil Man. Get 130 damage, and then Catsy's able to finish that up. So again, the medic, it's just getting caught. It's just kind of in some bad, a little bit over aggressive in their positioning. And I'm just trying to abuse that. Decided to go for the entrance up here as the scout standing on top of the teleporter. I was not expecting that. And that's, again, the downside of having an aggressive teleporter. That scout actually did a lot of work this game in that area. And so, and this is the problem that I have sometimes, is when the cart's so close, I'll start to make worse decisions because I want to try to, make the play that helps in the game, but ends up, being too aggressive. So a couple of these, most of my aggressive plays, I think, have been working out this game, but now it kind of comes down to this. So trying to figure out what I want to do here, how I want to help Etney. I'm not really sure what to do in this circumstance. I'm kind of just waiting for my team to push. And honestly, I should just get a dispenser up, wait for my team to push, and then push together as a team. Nice snipe there. Onto any spies on me. Surprises me, able to get the shots. Tries to take the 1v1, actually doing a good job dodging him, but ends up the scout coming in from behind and taking me out. This is E2F2L, so beggars is allowed. As well as lock and load. So teleporter's up, try to build this up to help my team. Just because, again, a level 1 to a level 2 is 10 seconds to 5 seconds in terms of teleport to teleport, which is pretty important. Take it up to a level 3 as well. Spy takes it, and then I'm going to be able to take this myself. And, yeah, that scout's just doing... I mean, he did a lot of work. He actually came from behind here. Going to dance around. Finally does go down. As, again, we just had another failed push. Soldier comes from behind as well. So, again, I decided the combo... So, there's a sniper. Sniper pick, always pretty important here. So, the sniper is going to be, yeah, about right there. Nice couple shots on him. Now, I should just try to get out alive. I think, you know, that's just his, like... Because it's like, what do I do in this circumstance, right? Like, I think I'm going to try to get aggressive, but it's like... You know. I don't know. Oh. That's just bad. That was just bad. That was just dumb. Like, so my goal there was to try to surf around the corner and then destroy the dispenser to help out my spy, but my sentry placement was rushed, so it wasn't against the wall where it couldn't be hit from the wrangled sentry. That was just a bad decision. That was just a bad decision. So here we come in, trying to get a forward sentry up. Again, I don't have a dispenser up. I probably should at least get a dispenser up here. Run into the scout again here. He gets a nice 2 shots on me, and is also able to grab that out. So again, the scout doing a lot of work shutting that area down. He's definitely landing his shots this game. So my teleporter up. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Finally get my dispenser up, and see this Devilman. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll jump onto the Devilman. I'll go kill him. Oh wait, there's a sentry gun there. Again, just like, you know, as I kind of talked about before, like I kind of get in this mentality of like trying to make a play. But this is not a circumstance where I should be making a play. This is a circumstance where I should be waiting for my team, because I'm not going to be able to make a play. I'm not going to be able to make a play in this circumstance because of the way that it is. I need to let my team create some ground and then me do something off that. So finally we do get the push in, hide behind the cart. Don't need the sentry gun down to be able to push that cart because of the angle of the sentry gun, and to help push that out. So 10-minute time. Overall, like, decent. So I'm going to try this Jag rollout again. Again, apparently somebody told me in chat that I'm not doing it correctly. I honestly did not, like, study it. I just kind of saw it once and was like, I'm going to try doing that. So, if you survived this, since you didn't land on demo. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I should have got the demo moment there. But still, I mean, like, I don't think it was a terrible play to make, but I don't think it was a necessary one either. You know, it's like the risk reward. Okay, you take down Devilman. That's good. But I'm also not there when we had the push, you know? So here we come in. Switch off to the Jag. Build up my sentry. Not going to stand on my teleporter this time. Not going to do that. Alright, so the gamer that designed it is part of the... Yeah, so... Yeah, Exa told me... Exa Flamer told me I was wrong. So watch this. Watch how good I am here. Gonna upgrade my teleporter. Oh, okay. Alright. Just... Platinum engineer here, ladies and gentlemen. Platinum engineer. I don't even have words for how bad my first 2 setups here. But the funny thing is, it really doesn't even... I mean, it matters, but... Just the stupidest shit. So this time they do a little bit more focusing my dispenser here. So I'm going to try to get this ammo here because I really want this dispenser up. Again, I think it's really, really important. It's a little bit forward of a dispenser. Hitting your dispenser builds it much, much faster since this update, especially with the Jag. I don't need my gun going to level 3 is not nearly as important. The soldier's down and not on direct hit, so not to really worry about that. Spy saps my gun, but fortunately not timed with this combo pushing, so able to keep that up here. And I get Ubered in here, and just kind of waiting for something. But again, I mean, this is a demo. Like, in a scrim, I'd have, or in a match, I'd have this much more planned out. So try to run here, don't get the ammo pack, but move my gun again to the more passive position to kind of shut down the flank. I want to have it because again, the flank classes who push in, they're going to be they're going to probably be in the middle of a fight and also have my gun backing them up. Our medic also, so Nursey's standing really far back, which is indicating that they want to get out. And so I'm going to try to, I'm kind of like conflicted here because I'm like, okay, my gun's in a good spot here. I want to keep my gun alive. It does finally go down. That was a terrible decision. That was just a terrible decision to try to rebuild that gun. Now my ammo is fucked here because I used up that thing. I could have grabbed this pack. I could have a gun being built right now with my dispenser. But I decided to build the gun right there, and that really fucked me over. Run through the sniper sight line. And I'm really worried because our team's actually down low numbers here. And so I decided to switch off to minis, since I don't think I'm going to have time to build up guns and stuff like that. So here we come back in. Gonna get down a sentry and again trying to make some plays, but again I have to be more careful here because my life is much more valuable because the respawns here are 18 seconds. See the sniper caught out of position, push forward him or plus forward him. My gun takes down an engineer here. Gonna get aggressive and cart here. A little bit too aggressive, honestly, to go by myself. Like this is way too aggressive. See this heavy. I thought my team would help me out here a little bit more, but I ended up dying to him. But honestly, I shouldn't have gone that far into the tunnel myself. That was a mistake. I should have played that more passively. I should have only gone into the tunnel alone that deep if I had a teammate with me, because I'm down here for 18 seconds, and I could have got this dispenser up. I could have potentially switched back off to the Jag. You know, there's kind of a couple different things that happened here. I mean, it was great to get down on the heavy, but that heavy's already respawned and back at the front lines, while I'm just respawning here as an engineer on defense. So dispenser goes down. My team's on a more passive hold here. You know, honestly, I'm just thinking about it now. I probably should have just gone to third point. This is a mistake right here. This everything I'm doing right now. I think I should just go back to the third point at this point. I try to challenge the soldier because, like, yeah, this is just bad. Bad decision making. The sentry spot. The reason this is because it'll shoot people on the cart from behind. But I should have just gone back to third point. I don't know. I played this game today, so I know my thought process. I remember my thought process. And I remember thinking this. I mean, because the thing is, even if we do get a successful second hold out here, I can move my stuff up. So here we come in. Try to get a dispenser in, call for some heals. So get that down. Should get a gun up here. I guess try to get a gun forward on the hill. I think the call was that the combo was lower. So if the combo is lower, then my gun should be away from the combo. My mini sentry gun should be away from the combo because my mini sentry gun is not going to do anything to the combo. So just try to get a gun up more than anything in a little bit of a cute spot, a little bit hidden, as the combo's called, coming from Z. So I should back up here, play it safe. Maybe just peek. I'm peeking too aggressively there, and then the Spy and Pyro just fucked me up super hard there because I was not expecting the Spy to be right fucking there. Yeah, just again a little bit too aggressive with my positioning on defense here, and again, like, you know, it's like you can sometimes get aggressive. Getting aggressive on offense is not a bad thing. Getting aggressive on defense, you have to be incredibly intelligent about. Like, you can take risks on offense because your life doesn't matter. Come in here, help defend Nursey with the help of our scout, because I think Nursey was down pretty damn low and was able to get out alive here. So still on mini sentry guns here, just because I don't think I have time. Get aggressive sentry gun up just to kind of slow them down. Probably a little bit too aggressive because it's too easy to kill. And then I'm just going to go get some ammo here and try to get another gun up. I think, am I going to go? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to go to Jag, and I decide ultimately I do want to go to Jag. So switch off to Jag. Fortunately, my dispenser stays up. Thanks, Valve. I'm going to get my gun up here. Again, kind of a forward gun up. Hit it to get that speed build. And then come back up here, get my dispenser built up. Dispenser level 1 to level 2 again. That health regen, the people coming to it who get health, it's a lot more. Like level 1 to level 2 on basically every building is a fairly drastic thing, and level 2 to level 3 is not nearly as drastic. So check for the Spy there real quick because, you know, he did that before. It's a chance he can do it again. Trying to heal up my gun. As our sniper goes down. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock here. Again, just kind of checking for the Spy. Haven't seen him in a while. Uber does come in here. Just a little bit slow on my reaction time. Decided to back up, grab some ammo here because I'm going to want to rebuild my gun. Probably didn't need to do a full retreat there. Probably could have stayed a little bit more forward. So building my gun up, again, trying to hit it every time to keep my gun forward and to get it built as fastly as possible. So now it's just about doing my damage. I want damage in this situation. That's all I want. I want to support my team with damage. So I call out the soldier again, trying to keep it up, but you know, there's nothing I could have done there except maybe if I preemptively shot that. Maybe I'm not sure if I shot it at the most speed. Trying to get out damage here, playing it really risky at 10 HP. Really risky at 10 HP. Way too risky at 10 HP. Again, I think sometimes, again, this is the problem I have, is that when I have a really good round, I tend to get too aggressive for the rest of the rounds. So here we go in. I'm incredibly lucky to be alive right now. Get my dispenser up, decide to check it real quick since they have not captured third yet. Like, they're not gonna, like, I have time to set up on last here. So here we come in, get my gun up, help build it, go get some ammo. I'm trying to figure out, what am I trying to do here? Oh, that's right, because they're so far back, their combo just died, and they're so far back that I know that I can get a teleport up here to help support my team. This is a really, really useful teleporter if your team uses it effectively. Get it behind so the spy can't take it, only your team can take it, and then come back up here. Because again, like, getting my gun up to, like, I'm not worried about getting my gun up to levels, because I know I'll have time for that, because again, I know how far back they are. But now I have this gun up that's in a really, or this teleport up in a really good spot. You can see the teleport. So this allows my team to be able to cross up into that area without having to cross the lines, which is absolutely huge. So here we come in, just watching my gun, keeping my back against the wall, keeping a good spot for spies not to hit me. Gun's getting shot. I actually missed 2 bolts there. Wow. Holy shit. Missed way too many. Decided to move my gun up. Really, really bad spot. Really just like too early. Like, bad decision making there. Like, I definitely should have done, just bust out the Wrangler. There's no reason for me to move my gun in that circumstance. I should have healed up my gun to 100% and then pulled out the Wrangler. Like, that's what I should have done. Man, my decision making, I'm really glad I watched this, because this second half is really bad out of me. So see the scout, just trying to do damage on the scout, a minute 30 left on the clock here. To have a more forward gun, because this will cover the cart. You can't capture this cart. Well, you can capture it, but you have to be around the other side. But the lock and load does take down my gun very, very quickly here. I'm keeping on Jake just because of the damage dealt by it, but minis, I mean, if with old minis, I might have switched off to minis here. I probably should have, if I'm going to do this, I should have switched off to minis. Down to 1 HP, just try to get dispenser down. And then we end up, they captured the cart, and they end up winning that round. So, overall, I felt like the first round was probably one of the best games I've played in a while. Whereas the second round, I would say, like, Upward has always been a map that I struggle with, just because, like, you have such abilities to make plays, but at the same time, you have such abilities to just get absolutely crushed. So, yeah, I really did not like my playstyle, and you know, a lot of times when I do my demo reviews, I do good games, so I think it's kind of interesting to have kind of one at each side where I feel like I played fairly well, and one where I did not. So here we go. So thank you guys all so much for watching that, as we're gonna continue on here for the rest of the stream. John Matt.